still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this thing.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 right at the 20. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. Second and 8 forthcoming.
Taken down at the
sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
Goal, Cleveland.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Chubb. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Give to Nick Chubb. The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Dobbins on first. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
It's a gain of
Every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Browns 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
25-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
11 on the play.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Mayfield finding Beckham, and they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Odell Beckham.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
Nick Chubb on the carry. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 1 yard. First down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle made.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 24, Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts
First down
as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts,
It's a gain of 8.
as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
6 yards.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He completes it to Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. On 1st down, it's Hunt, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Gain of 12.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
At the 39-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry, and he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st down, Cleveland.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
To Nick Chubb.
Justin Madubuike there to bring him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 18-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They run. Chubb. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 3-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7.
The score, Browns 13, Ravens 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
By the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Lamar Jackson.
Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The 42.
They go again with Muhammad. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Throwing now is Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are on the field?
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
It's the score. Ravens 14. Browns 13.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Matt Judon there to bring him down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Brings up second.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Chomp, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20.
So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd will win it. And his kick is good. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it toward
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So Cleveland able to come away with the